Looks like our player is all set.
And 30 seconds, people.
Oh, hi, I'm Donnie. I'm sort of the game's major no-mo. Great. One player coming down the pipe.
We're almost at go.
What is that shit back here?
I'm gonna go with broken condom.
10 seconds.
Yes, good luck.
Hot dog check, please.
6, 5,
Hey, fade to black.
3.
They're fresher in the heart.
This is Cookie Masterson, and I bet you think it's funny to be playing episode 69, don't you? Yeah. I see you're all alone. Try not to be frightened. And today's wrong answer of the game is being brought to you by
Just Hair Superstore. We'll supply you with real human hair without asking any embarrassing personal questions.
All right, here goes nothing. First, just biding his time. Imagine what it must have been like when Barack Obama and his family first walked into the White House. That very first day must have been something. If the United States number 2 man, Vice President Joe Biden, had decided to go number 2 in every bathroom in the White House, what would the Obamas have had to do to clear the air? Open 47 windows, light 35 matches, spray 23 spritzes of Glade air freshener, or turn on 11 exhaust fans. There are 35 bathrooms in the White House, so they would have had to wave 35 matches to air the place out. But you know, Biden seems like a real meat and potatoes kind of guy. Probably be more like 60 matches. Try this on for size. This book needs more electrolytes, which means it's time for this or that. I'm going to read off 7 names, and for each one, tell me if it's a Dean Koontz novel or a Gatorade flavor. If it's a Dean Koontz novel, press your X button. If it's a Gatorade flavor, press your B button. Get one right and you'll get a refreshing $300. Get one wrong and you'll experience the horror that is losing 300 bones. And you've only got 30 seconds. Okay, we're off. Glacier Freeze, Winter Moon, Cold Brew, Cold Fire, Riptide Rush, Night Chill, Icebound. Average. Your Gatorade flavor must be tepid stroll. And if you add up the amount of Gatorade flavors with the number of Dean Koontz novels, you get... Let me just add this up on my calculator here. Ah, well, it appears the number is infinity. This one's called Saturday Night Life. Which of these modern-era SNL cast members wasn't alive the Saturday night that Saturday Night Live first debuted? Seth Meyers, Kristen Wiig, Bill Hader, or Will Forte? This would have worked. Bill Hader was born in 1978, 3 years after SNL's 1975 premiere. There are a couple other cast members who are younger than the show, but I can never remember their names. Girl who never gets in any scene, other girl who pretty much never gets in any scenes, and guy who mostly just raps. Not unless Wiig is the only actress in history to lie about her age in the opposite direction. And speaking of wigs, you've just won a bag of hair from the Just Hair Superstore. Use it to make a wig, stuff a disgusting pillow, or just as a conversation starter. A bag of hair. This wrong answer of the game is worth $4,000. Congratulations. Next up, even celebrities get ticks. If the staff from TMZ were actual parasites, what wouldn't you see on their show? A tapeworm gossiping about Heidi Montag, a potfly chatting with Kim Kardashian, a pinworm provoking John Gosselin, or a redworm ridiculing Lindsay Lohan? Redworms are a type of earthworm and therefore do not rely on a host for survival. How many times do I have to accidentally leak bikini pictures of myself to get some press? At this rate, I will never have a VH1 celeb reality show. Take a good look at. I refuse to believe that children are our future.
Look at me, I'm Toby. I'm on the show. Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, whose kid is this?
Yeah, we haven't been able to figure that out.
Hey kid, you had a good time hanging out here?
Yeah, I had a candy bar with some nuts in it. Then I ran around and around and around. And I drew in a few cards. I had 2 sodas, and I hopped like this, and I hopped like this. And then I rigged on the camera. And I had 2 more candy bars with nuts in it, and I fought all the monsters. And I flew off and I started shooting everybody. Woo, woo, woo. And everybody said, yay, Toby! And then they gave me another soda and karate chop. I kill you with my karate chop!
Holy crap. What kind of candy bars might Toby have eaten? Butterfingers, Milky Ways, Wonka bars, or Baby Roots? Yeah, Toby said he ate 3 candy bars with nuts in them, and the Baby Ruth is the only candy bar here with nuts.
I'm starting to feel kind of tired.
Yeah, you're crashing from having all that sugar.
I'm gonna lie down right here.
You know, I'm not a big fan of kids, but he's kind of adorable.
Cookie?
Yes, Toby?
What's a 69?
Somebody get this kid out of here! That's the end of a thrilling first round. And you're in pretty good shape for now. Keep in mind, in round 2, everything is worth twice as much. Now get out there and make me proud. Next, tag, you're vaporized. Prior to the construction of the first laser in 1960, which of the following competitive tag games might you have found physicists playing on a Saturday afternoon? Fiber optic tag, LED tag, microwave radiation tag, or superhadron collider tag? The existence of the microwave, known as the predecessor of the laser, was first demonstrated by Heinrich Hertz in 1886. Microwave radiation tag was kind of like flag football, but instead of ripping off a flag, you'd irradiate your opponent and then rip off a limb. Coming up next, don't eat the yellow flowers. Which flower is not yellow like its name suggests? Sunflower, cornflower, buttercup, or goldenrod? Cornflowers aren't yellow like yellow corn. They're purplish bluish, like that corn they use to make those freakish blue corn chips. Likewise, these corns on my feet aren't yellow either. Well, they started out that way, but as they developed more infected spots, they've turned more of a sea green.
Oh, this chicken is taking out a maker. He's all married.
Here we have kitty conversations. Last night I was talking to my cats when the phone rang and somebody said, sorry, you're on under. Billy!
One beta, one beta,
Not me. So, do you want to tell a joke? Anything's better than listening to you, you moron. Just tell the joke. Hey, Cookie, what kind of bees produce milk? I don't know, Billy. What kind of bees produce milk? Bees, daisies, toadies, or dumblebees. The kind of bees that produce milk are duties. Billy, that's disgusting. Native to you, you loser. Billy, you really need to clean up your act. Great, let's start with you taking a shower. You smell like a wet muskox. All right, back in the box.
No, wait, I can't breathe in there.
Buck her up for Conquistador Air. What do Nicolas Cage and Don Quixote have in common? They both have a home in La Mancha, they both were born with different names, both have had run-ins with windmills, or they both have lower back taps. Nick Cage was born as Nicholas Coppola, and Don Quixote was born as Alonso Quijano. Yeah, Nick didn't want to have the last name Coppola tarnish his career as a respected artist. Never let me And on its way, the long and winding chode. So, you know how the person who performs Jewish circumcisions is called a moil? Well, now you do. Anyway, if over the course of his career a moil manages to collect 80 foreskins, what retirement gift to himself can he make from them? An 8 foreskin wallet, a 24 foreskin scarf, a 40 foreskin pair of shoes, or an 80 foreskin leather jacket? 80 means 4 times 20, or 80 foreskins. And of course, when the moil rubs his leather jacket, it grows into a leather jumpsuit. Brace yourself for the attack. When you see 2 clues that match, press your A button. 4,000 big ones if you're right, but you lose 4,000 if you're wrong. And of course, it's gotta be a match that fits this clue. You are my evil minions. Thoughtlessly obey and complete this jack attack. Good luck. That's all she wrote! I think MTV should make a reality show where they put an orc and a stormtrooper and a foot soldier and all the rest in a beach house and then see who fights and who hooks up. Oh, did you finish? No.
That's correct. Johnny, what's happening?
So, you thinking you'd like to invade some more tomfoolery?
I hate these braces. My stupid mom made me get them.
Yeah, braces suck.
Braces and mom suck. Ooh, how did it text me?
How does it
This exchange has been brought to you by the Council for Overheard Doing Conversation.